Hey, welcome back to the New Bold Oola Life channel. I'm your host, David Newbold. In today's video, Ransom and I are talking about dreams. Odd? Maybe. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Let's get bold.
So as mentioned, I'm here with Ransom today, and we're talking about dreams. So, gonna start off with a little bit of a connection back with my own story. In the past videos, we've mentioned that I lived in Japan for several years. And what I might not have mentioned is that pretty much all through middle school and high school, that was a big dream of mine, was to go and live in Japan. And that's a dream that's come true. And then, of course, having accomplished that dream, it's evolved into something more. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at a later time. But yeah, that's a dream that I've done.
Look, here's the thing about it. See, you didn't have Oola at that time. But just imagine if you had Oola. That's right, shaking your head no. Because it would have kept you on course with your dreams. Now, the first time I experienced Oola in 2016, the guys did have the bus, but when they did the presentation, they had this little surfboard, or actually big surfboard. So that's where I actually put my first stickers on. Now, if you ever attend an Oola Palooza, which is this all signature event that people go to have that full-blown Oola experience, most of the time you walk out with one of these here. So it's the Oola surfboard. So anybody attends and has it, and then you get to put your goals on there, of course, in the 7 key areas. And we'll hit those again just to remind people, which is your fitness, your finance, your family, your field, your faith, your friends, and your fun. So all those different ones, you'll hit those different things on. Now, let's bring some clarity around that term dream. That means a lot of things, different things. People can interpret it different. So when I looked it up, it's having an aspiration, it's having a goal, an aim, something that you're shooting, a trajectory that you're going for. Now, unfortunately, dream and dreamers get a bad rap. So if I were to say to you, David, the term daydreamer, what would you think that means?
Somebody whose head is in the clouds, maybe an impressive imagination, but not really down to earth at all. They're kind of distracted, not all there necessarily. How about you? How would you define a daydreamer?
So originally I would have gone with what you're talking about. It's that person that is kind of out to lunch. They're not present. They're not doing that. But with some experience, I've really come to think that those people that accomplish those things that we consider really serious in life, that had massive movements, they were daydreamers as well. They were just daydreaming about doing these massive things. It wasn't necessarily, so daydreamer, not small things, but it can be someone who daydreams about big things.
Okay, fair enough. And so with that definition of daydreamer, would you put like Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Edison, Martin Luther King Jr., and Mother Teresa in this category of dreamers?
Oh yeah, man. But because that's it. That's what they dreamed about. Like they had this heart's desire to go forward and do these things. And they spent their days, they spent their hours meditating, moving it, trying to find how they can move this mission forward before their life ended. So yeah, I would definitely put them in the same category.
Okay.
I mean, let's think about it too with these people. Like they were dreamers. I mean, Martin Luther King, his famous speech, it wasn't, I have a plan, I have a mission.
Yeah.
I've got a 5-year plan. It was, I have a dream. So he, even by his own words, admits that he is a dreamer and has a dream. So this is the big question though. Where would we be without dreamer also too, I want to say this could be somebody who is a visionary. So a dream can be somebody with a vision, with something bigger, expecting bigger things from life than what they're currently expecting. So David, where do you think we'd be without the dreamers / visionaries?
Gosh. So actually in a previous episode, we talked about, and when we were dealing with laziness, we talked about laziness as a motivator for innovation and stuff and invention. And that's brought about a lot of massive impacts. But the even more massive impacts have been from people who could visualize a future where we were able to do things that seemed impossible at the time. For example, everyone owning an automobile in Ford's time was like out of the question, and yet that's what it seems like. But the majority of people have access to automobiles today. And then the ability to fly in the Wright brothers' time, like absurd. Humans in the air? What are you talking about? And then even more recently, everyone to own a computer, or smartphone now, by Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. So these people had visions, and the world has changed so much because of the vision of these people. And that's just 3 examples. I mean, we could keep on going almost forever talking about the impact of amazing visionaries and innovators. But let's bring it back down to the individual level for us. Now, as he often does, Ransom has a challenge for everyone watching this today.
Yeah, man. And so here's the thing about it. I challenge you with this. First, we're going to go into the mindset piece. I love mindset. So those people, before they ever launched out into this, do you really think that they consider themselves as a massive world changer? Did they perhaps see themselves as just a common individual?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, most likely. It's the vision, it's the dream, it's that piece that they just said, you know what? I'm going to do something big. This vision's big. It's bigger than me. So that's what I want to challenge you. First, I want to challenge you to take the action to see yourself as something bigger. Second, I want you to make, if you're willing, a new and bold choice to do something. Write down a dream. Now, if you write this big, hairy dream, you've then got to find somebody who's going to help keep you accountable. So that's the second part of it. It's not just like, I got this dream and stick it up on your wall and just like every day look at it. You got to find somebody who's going to keep you accountable, to push you forward with this, who's going to agree with you. Yeah, like, I will keep you accountable. So I think that's extremely important. So that's what I'm going to challenge you with today, with dreams. And next week, we're going to be talking a little bit more about dreams, and we're going to tell you how to actually set these goals / dreams to be able to do that. There is a specific formula to it. Now, there's many different types, but we got one that we use in Oola that has massively changed things for me, David, and anybody who's come into contact with it. So don't miss next week. Best keep secrets, man. Best keep secret right there. Smart goals.
Well, cool. All right, and with that, we're going to transition to the outro. And that's it this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to tap that like button, smash that subscribe button, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. As Ransom hinted at, we'll be talking about a framework that's really helpful in setting clear goals to help reach the dreams you have. So be sure to check out next week's video too. Until next time, remember to seek new challenges, make bold choices, and keep it balanced. Cheers!